Well, it hasn't been a particularly exciting morning for most markets, outside of crude, of course, which has rallied strongly this morning after the sanctions announcement on Russian oil refiners out of the United States overnight. But outside of those crude benchmarks, with WTI trading north of $60 a barrel in early deals, there isn't especially much going on, and I think it's very much demonstrative of a market that is really lacking conviction at this moment in time, and that's largely a reflection of a couple of big risks that we've got on the horizon. Of course, the first of those is the latest US CPI figures, the September inflation report. That is due tomorrow, Friday lunchtime here in the UK. Both headline and core CPI seen rising by 3.1% on a year-on-year basis. Frankly, the data is not going to move the needle for the FOMC. They are delivering a 25 basis point cut next week, and probably one in December as well, regardless of what the inflation numbers look like. But nonetheless, it is the only major US data release that we will be getting this month, given the ongoing government shutdown. And as a result of that, the market likely to be even more sensitive to the figures than we would usually see. Secondary to that, we've got a huge chunk of risk, gapping risk in particular, as Treasury Secretary Bessent heads off to Malaysia to meet his Chinese counterpart for a round of trade talks ahead of President Trump's meeting with Chinese Premier Xi, which is due to take place next week on the sidelines of the APEC summit. Of course, there is still that threat of an additional 100% tariff on Chinese imports into the United States. And although stocks are really within a spitting distance of new all-time highs, I think the market wants clarification and confirmation that that threat is indeed just a threat and not going to go into place before market participants have the conviction to push things higher still. On the whole then, it is a market that really is just biding its time at the moment. We are stuck sort of firmly in wait and see mode for the time being. Those two big risks capping conviction, leading traders to de-risk a little bit and largely sit on their hands for the time being. And then I think we will see positions put back on once those risks are navigated and once we have confirmation that we have literally just lived through yet another episode of the taco pantomime that we have all come to know, but maybe not love over the last few months.